Hello there guys, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Squadrons video. Now just before the weekend there were a few things said on Discord by community manager Jay Ingram that I thought I would cover in a video today. Now I also want to go over the topic of post-launch content briefly, as I know a lot of people are very worried about this, saying there's no plans or anything like that, but there is a little bit of hope. Now if you want all the latest news from Star Wars Squadrons, then be sure to subscribe to the channel for more and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on any future content. Now starting with what Jay said on Discord, firstly he was asked how a match of dogfight will actually end, to which he responded simply with it either being a score cap or whoever has the highest score before the time runs out. Now obviously dogfight is just 5 versus 5, ship versus ship. It is pretty self-explanatory, but it is obviously always good to get some solid confirmation on this. Now I also know a lot of people are worried that fleet battles will feel quite small in scale due to it only being 5 versus 5. However, Jay confirmed that they will also have AI along with us, which is great to hear. I too was a little bit worried about the scale, though knowing that AI will be involved, this has eased my concern. Now we don't yet know how many AI there will be specifically, though I'm sure we'll hear more about that in the future, and I could also be wrong on this, but I think the initial dogfight might only be 5 versus 5, then AI come into play in the 2 ships or the flagship phase. Now please don't take my word on that, because I think I might be wrong, but I feel like I saw that somewhere, but again, don't take my word on it because it might not be true. Now the next thing I know a lot of people will be very happy about is that the fact that you have the option to prioritise matchmaking to the faction you want, be it the New Republic or the Empire. Now my assumption is that that doesn't necessarily mean you will always play as the faction you want, but more the fact that it greatly increases your chances of doing so. Either way, this is great news and I cannot wait to jump in my TIE fighter and take out the New Republic noobs. Now for those modders out there as well, you may want to listen in on this one. As far as mod support goes, it seems likely that they will take the same stance as DICE did for Battlefront 2, where if it's offline, it's fine, but online is where the problem lies, and that could lead to action being taken, be it obviously bans or something, though he does also add that this is to be decided, but he will raise it with the team. And lastly, in terms of the comments made by Jay before the weekend, this might sting a little bit for the BWing fans out there, but he said nothing to share around BWings or other ships. The ones we have shared are the ones we're building, so this pretty much confirms that at launch we will only be seeing these 8 ships that we know about thus far, which I'm okay with, but the future is always open, which brings me on to my next point. I actually covered this a little bit at the end of Friday's video as well, however I want to reiterate the point, as I know a lot of people will still be confused about this, and that is that post-launch content could happen. Obviously we don't know of any plans right now, and obviously it has been said that this game isn't built to be a live service, but what that actually means is that we could likely see content as the game. Perhaps it's new ships, skins, maps or whatever else, but it won't be regular content updates like Battlefront 2. It could be the case that 3 months after launch we get our first update, then maybe another update that's a bit smaller 1 or 2 months later or something, or we might not have anything for 6 months or whatever, you know. I don't know what their plans are, but it doesn't necessarily mean we won't get nothing. More will no doubt be said about this topic in the future as well, but for now, as Ian Fraser said, I guess we could. So obviously that is with regards to they could add content if they want to. I think ultimately though it kind of does depend on how well the game sells and overall what the community response is to the game as well. If it sells well and the community wants more content, then perhaps they will go and do that. So to summarise, there is a chance we could see post-launch content of some kind. No more than 8 ships at launch. Mods should be fine as long as it's offline. Matchmaking priority to your desired faction. Fleet battles, AI and dogfights have a score cap or time limit if the score cap isn't reached. Now that is it from me today though guys. Thank you all very much for watching and may the force be with you always.